From Alamo City, San Antonio, to all around the world, this is USAirsoft at SHOT Show 2018, which was sponsored by Airsoft GI.
DMR, okay? Big buzzword, right? So Classic Army is doing two things. One, we are refreshing our heavy battle rifle line and putting our electronic control system inside all of the 308 rifles. So you get a programmable programmable gearbox, semi, 3-round burst, 5-round burst, full auto, and then full auto lockout, DMR mode, where you can only shoot single, whether the selector switch is in single or full auto. The lower receiver has been redesigned. You take off the stock, the spring changes right there. So for the DMR players who are going to different fields around the country with different velocity rules, this is the best platform for them. As always, the quick detach silencer is standard with this rifle. Also, due to popular demand and a resurgence in 308 battle rifles, we're bringing back our G3 line. It's a plain vanilla G3 SG1, where we've also introduced the MSG-90. Again, a very old gun in the real world, but no one has ever made an MSG-90 before. People could take a Marui PSG-1 and convert it with parts from other manufacturers, but now we're manufacturing a MSG-90 out of the box. All right.
For the G3 series, are you going to have different furniture options, color-wise?
Not right now.
Not right now.
Not right now. As you know, Classic Army before used to manufacture an entire line of G3s. Long, short, collapsible stock, full stock, green furniture, rail systems. And we're also bringing back the CA53s and 33s, the 5.56 versions of these rifles. All right. I didn't have any to bring for the show, but finally, people are serious about not buying an M4, so we're bringing back a non-M4 5.56. All right. No word yet on when these will come out, but they will come out with the electronic triggers as well. The entire Classic Army line is going to the electronic triggers. Okay, let's move on over here. These are donuts.
Oh, are these Classic Army as well?
Yeah, all made in China.
Oh, yes.
We should put them in a container and bring them over here.
Those are perfectly spherical breaks. No air balls.
So the microgun was the hot thing last year. We finally finished developing the vehicle mounting kit for it. The vehicle mounting kit consists of the shroud, a full machine aluminum mounting bracket, a universal ball joint right here, and the spade grip. Just push button to activate. One hand or both. So this is truly now a vehicle mounted system. We made sure this was strong enough so that if you mount on your Polaris or your Rhino or whatever, and you're bouncing around down the mud, this thing's not going to snap on you and you got a $1,000 gun sitting in the mud. Okay? It has been tested. These will be hitting the shores now, retail price $220.
For the mount. Yeah.
For the mount set, for the entire mount set. This, and this, $220. Also, releasing about a month later. Right now this thing shoots about, what, 27 RPS? There's a 48 RPS upgrade motor module.
Whoa.
Gee,
Whoa.
that's a
Oh
lot.
my goodness.
That's a lot of BBs.
Yeah.
You know why? Because we can. All right, let's move on over here to the other Classic Army products. You guys are already familiar with the Nemesis line. That was the first electronic trigger system guns we released last year. We're doing a couple of, several refreshes to them. We are putting flat triggers in all of them. These are cosmetic changes. We are putting ambidextrous charging handles, and we are offering them now with a standard M4 stock, because a PDW stock and a 14-inch barrel just looks stupid. Internal changes. Right now they have a 25K motor in them. We're going up to a 31K motor, rate of fire, and we're changing the gear ratio to a standard gear ratio of 16:1. You're getting a 26 RPS out of the box. Okay? Again, the digital trigger system, single, 3-round burst, 5-round burst, full auto, and a DMR lockout. The trigger because it is a electronic trigger system, it is proprietary to the Nemesis. You can't just pop in some other trigger. All right. Starting this year, all of our our mid-range skirmish rifles, our polymer-bodied guns, have the electronic trigger systems incorporated. So same, burst control, everything. Another cool feat, we eliminated the MOSFET entirely to improve reliability. That's just actually shrink wrap around a Dean's plug. You take out the shrink wrap, you got a Dean's plug right there. But there's more room in the stock tube. If you want to change stocks away from the crane stock to say an MOE stock or something else, you can now stick your battery in there with it. One more thing we did for the players and for retailers is all our guns, M4s, will come with our quick change motor grip.
Oh man.
Oh, that's nice.
This addressed 3 major problems that we've got feedback from our customers. Number 1, motor wires popping off. How many times has that happened to you in the field? All the freaking time. It doesn't matter how good the gun is. Motor wires pop off. In the middle of the field, you can now fix it. Second thing, for upgrades, you want a higher RPS, you're dropping in you have a quick change spring, you want to go to M130s, M140s, just pop in your new high torque, super torque motor. Lastly, everyone, no matter how good the gun is, this insulation burns out. Touches a metal plate, short. Your gun's fried. Something's fried. This is all plastic. It won't happen. So even if the insulation burns out, it will not short on you. So that's standard across all of our skirmish rifles as well as our Nemesis rifles. All right, moving on. I know this is what you want to see because this has been blowing up the internet.
Oh man, you barrels.
First of all, I want to say something smart-ass about this, but I'm not going to. Okay, so this is the pistol receiver X9. It is part of the Nemesis family, so it's got the electronic trigger system in here. The upper receiver is standardized with the rest of the Nemesis platform. You can take this off, slap on your barrel or handguard of choice, or you can simply swap uppers with one of our existing Nemesis rifles. Okay, the magazine, we have not finalized it yet, but I think you'll be happy with our final decision on what we do with it. I'm not going to name it right now because then it's giving props to it. Anyways, this is our PDW stock Mark II. Originally, our Nemesis had a metal PDW stock where you had to unscrew the stock tube to put in the battery. It was kind of cumbersome. It was kind of slow. We knew we could do better. You want to change a battery? There you go. Okay? This will become standard on all guns featuring a PDW stock starting this summer. Quick change.
That's nice.
Quick change motor grip, flat trigger, ambidextrous controls, and metal flip-up sights. This is how it'll come out of the box. Without the scope, of course.
Will you guys sell the stock separately as an accessory?
It is not designed to fit on regular AEGs with like that little stock tube. Yeah, it has to. It's our receiver is just like the. Here, let me show you. So you will need an AR armor's wrench to do this, but you unscrew the castle nut just like a real AR. There's your spring change. Okay. Other companies have done this a long time ago, but they made the mistake of not reinforcing this area right here, because now, before the original Marui design, was this thing was in here, but you had a screw running through the stock tube into here, essentially like a reinforcing bar. You do this, all your stress is being placed on this back here. So this has been strengthened, as you can see right there. There's a big fat piece of metal right there. Okay, it's one solid tube all the way through. You're not going to get that receiver snap that other people tried to, other companies tried to do. Okay.
I'll take that.
Oh, thanks. Yes, look at that. Twice the power. Look at the girth. Huh? Okay, I have to be honest with you, and I'm going to say this on camera. When I first saw this gun, I kind of threw up a little bit in my mouth. But after I actually handled it, it's pretty comfortable. It's pretty sweet. I hope you guys will all get a chance to handle this. Technically speaking, 2 barrels, 2 magazines, 1 motor, 1 gear set, 2 hop-up units, 2 cylinders, 2 springs, 2 spring guides. If you're shooting and one magazine, one magazine runs dry, thank you. One magazine runs dry, the other will continue to fire. Okay? If you want to, you can adjust one hop-up for short range, another hop-up for long range. And just blanket an area with BBs. All right? You have to run both springs at the same strength. You cannot run 2 strength springs. So no matter what, the timing is the same. What we have not figured out yet is your upper limit on rate of fire and spring strength. But because it is 1 motor, 1 gear set, driving 2 springs, there is definitely an upper limit. You can't go 140, 150 or something without something breaking.
Right.
Okay.
Going back twice as much resistance, but with one set of gears.
Exactly. And if the timing goes off, one is faster than the other side, it's gonna throw it off. The system, the single rack double piston system is patent pending, as well as the gearbox design. All right. Digital control, ECS, quick change, motor grip, all your standard Nemesis features. Any questions? All right, guys, have fun. Go for it.
Get building. Do you have to build quickly?
You can go first.
Okay. Okay. I think I know who it is. One of our dealers.
Hey Mark,
What up, man?
what do you think about all the cool stuff going on here? What's your favorite thing?
I
Well, I think the
we haven't
minigun's
tried
cool.
to
Now
see
with
if
the
the
vehicle
threading
mount,
is
it
the
actually
same
makes
as
it
the
usable. Versus, I mean, people running around hip firing, it's cool, but you're not getting that much
The
compared
thing
to
is, in
standard
the US,
M4 or
the
something.
PW
Yeah.
is now
But
such a
vehicle
tiny,
mounted
tiny
with a
specialty
big old
market.
box of BBs
There's
to
no
feed
point
from,
in trying to make
and
our
with a swivel
guns
on the, I think there's an optic mount on top.
You know what I mean?
That's a pretty cool accessory.
I mean,
And it's already a fun gun. Now let's make it even more practical.
Yeah, it's actually usable, and
in the US.
I mean that seems to be that's what it's designed for.
Yeah.
It's not a hip fire weapon to
No.
start with. So throw it on the top of a vehicle, boom.
Makes a lot of sense.
Peter from Classic Army coming at you from the 2018 SHOT Show. I want to show you what we have new for 2018. Classic Army is bringing back the big gun. The big buzzword in airsoft has always been DMR, DMR, DMR. Well, now we're bringing